Hi, this is Jeff Lesher with What's the Point? And the point this week is what is critical to your organization to succeed in the future? I shared not that long ago some insightful commentary that authors of a book that we had appear on the podcast, Inevitable: The Future of Work, mentioned in their book, Love as a Business Strategy, and it had to do with culture and frankly, the conflict and the misunderstanding that leaders have about culture existing within their common space, that they needed to have people return to the office so that they could maintain their culture, versus recognizing that moving forward, we're not going to be spending as much time, at least for the foreseeable future, in the same office at the same time. And we need to have a culture that supports that we should be future looking in what our cultural needs are, how to communicate that, how to support it, how to invite people into it. And related to that, and in no less than the Harvard Business Review, featured in their current issue, is the topic of future-proofing your organization, a critical dimension of which is where Schiff spends a lot of our time, which is in helping people define what excellence is and requires in the critical roles of the respective business or organization that we work with. What's important to you in order to succeed at a high level? Now, I tell you all this with the backdrop of my own story being one where I've spent a career finding a path forward based on what was available to me and what was of interest to me. And as I move forward, weave together the elements into a beautiful tapestry that very few people can understand without my guidance, which is okay because, as I like to say, nobody knows what you do as well as you do. And at the same time, if people continue down this rather misguided, if not downright idiotic path of, I'm going to hire somebody who's got the same position title that I think I'm filling here, without a whole lot of attention, when we're being honest, to what the criteria for success are here. In the role, what we have to do, sure, but most importantly, how we do it based on when, where, with whom, and for what reason we do it. Stop hiring title and start hiring capability as well as potential. I've become quite adept at explaining to people why they should be interested in me. But ultimately, organizations have to get out of their own way and start looking more thoughtfully at the essence of what makes people good and not what they're called. So the point is, think ahead and support what's coming next. Don't merely live in the past and try to, if you will, draw people back to the good old days, because you will be history if your approach to the future is only your history. That's the point.